cold outside. When is winter over in New York? Isn't it like March?
Hey, Saturday's March 1st, man.
Is that spring?
Yeah, I can't wait.
Is March 1st spring?
No, March 21st is spring.
Oh, too bad. I hate it. I'm sitting there freezing my balls off this morning. And stupid me, I went and got a dog, so you got to walk the dog.
Oh.
You know, it's cold outside. Fortunately, my dog does its business in 3 seconds when I get back inside my building.
You weren't supposed to get the dog till spring, remember?
Yeah. And I was the one who said, come on, get some exercise. I love it outside.
Not now.
Stupid ass.
It was 17 degrees again today.
This morning was really cold. I could barely get out of the limo.
I know, like we really experienced the cold.
Yeah, I experienced enough of it. Yesterday I took a walk. I had to get somewhere, and yes, I do walk.
Wow.
And,
you know how to do that? Where'd you walk to?
My psychiatrist. That didn't sound right. But the point is that it was freezing.
I didn't even walk yesterday. It was really cold.
Oh, my God. My hand almost fell off.
Ugh.
I didn't have my gloves on because I was on my cell phone. Because I can't walk anywhere without someone being on the cell phone now.
But you can't use your gloves and the cell phone?
No, it's too awkward.
Yeah.
I end up, like, disconnecting and stuff. And God forbid I should be alone with my thoughts for 3 seconds. You know, that's impossible for me.
I see, yes.
You know that.
Walking down the street on the phone. That's one of those moves I really hate to see people doing.
Think about it. It's like you can't be on your own for a minute. It drives me crazy. Yet I do it too.
Yeah, I'm like, who are they talking to while they can't wait to get where they're going to make that call?
Well, I'll tell you what. I walked for about 20 minutes and I was like, you know what? I could get a lot done. Why should I waste time walking? And you literally feel like you're in a car because you're so busy
jabbering away,
and then all of a sudden you're at a location.
Aren't cell phones becoming one of those inventions where you can't remember what you did without them?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like another hand.
Like having to find a payphone?
Yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
I know sometimes when I'm watching an old movie and they're like at the payphone, I'm like, why don't they use their cell phone?
Right.
Stupid.
Exactly.
Why didn't someone just invent a cell phone?
Yeah. What happened to technology?
I heard, excuse me, I have a perpetual cold of some kind, but I heard from somebody that Bill Maher show on HBO is pretty good.
You know, I really wanted to watch it Friday night, but I was working. I had a gig, but I heard it was very funny.
Yeah, that's what I heard,
I
too.
can imagine it would be funny.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
Yeah.
I got to admit, I like him.
I like him better when he's just doing funny stuff than that politically incorrect.
Yeah, evidently he does more of that.
Yeah.
Did you see any or hear about any of that Ollie G show, the thing after him?
I've heard about Ollie G, but I haven't seen the show, and I haven't heard anybody talking about it.
What is Ollie G?
Some British dude, right?
The British dude who does this character where he's just like a rapper, like a white guy doing a black guy. With
somebody was in the paper saying that was their show. Like they watch it all the time.
Right.
Oh, yeah?
Some celebrity.
Started.
Yeah.
Maybe they saw it in England or
in England, yeah.
Import.
Because that's my guy.
Yeah.
Is he a white guy pretending to be a rapper?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah, he's a white guy.
Another white guy ripping off the black man.
Well, that's what's his name's gig.
Eminem?
No, what was that? Colt 40
Colt 40 Feinberg.
Why didn't he get an HBO special?
I'm watching an interview yesterday with Carlos Santana, who's some sort of bitter dude. Like, he's a religious dude and everything, but he seems bitter to me. Like, I think because he can't sing. Like, he has to always hire these singers.
That pisses him off?
I don't know why he's so pissed off, though. So the reporter goes, would you work with Eminem? Like, what a random comment. And he goes, no way, man. And the reporter goes, why not? And he goes, you know why? Because Eminem's an entertainer. I'm a musician. I work with musicians. They went, what an arrogant ass. Like, what do you mean? Eminem's as much a musician as you are. He makes music and he sells records. Who's to say what's music and what isn't?
Apparently, the Grammys think it's music.
I mean, well, you know what I mean? What an arrogant guy. Like,
he's got Grammys and Eminem's got Grammys, so I guess it's all music.
I realize he's like the old man who goes, I don't like these young kids today with their music.
Right, those newfangled instruments.
Yeah, when we used to make music, we just pulled out our Fender guitars and...
What is that electricity? You know, it's like the guy who railed against, electric guitars.
Yeah. Yeah.
We never used electricity.
That's not a real guitar. But it was weird, like, to see this guy, you know. A lot of people don't even know who Carlos Santana is.
But he's enormously successful, too. It's weird why he's bitter.
Yeah, like, you'd think he'd, like, taken all sounds, and, like even, like Paul Simon goes to Africa, here's a guy banging on a rock and goes, it's music.
Let me use that.
Let me have that for myself.
I could use that instrument.
Hey, Santana, why don't you sing your own songs, dude? You're such a musician.
Sounds like a lot of guys with no voices sing.
Yeah. Learn how to sing. He must be really bad. He must sing like me.
He didn't sing Black Magic Woman?
No.
It was somebody else.
Right, Fred? Who sang Black Magic Woman, Fred?
It was the guy that went on to play in Journey.
Steve Perry?
No, Greg something. He was the keyboard player.
Oh.
I'm thinking Greg Rowley. I'm not positive. But
Look at that. Fred would know that.
Wow.
That's all you have to do is go to Fred.
Yeah. I never have to look anything up. I just go to Fred.
Encyclopedia Fred.
I used to call him Encyclopedia Britannicas. That was his nickname. There was this guy I knew when I was a kid growing up. We called him Encyclopedia Britannicas because every time you talked to this dude, he argued with you. So we were like, hey, Encyclopedia Britannicas. You know, he knew everything. And it wouldn't have been funny if he was Encyclopedia Britannica. He was Encyclopedia Britannicas.
Yeah.
You know, he was the whole.
He was more than one.
He was more than one volume.
It wasn't just one letter.
And we loved that name. Kids are the funniest when they make up their nicknames.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, World Book.
World Book. Encyclopedia Britannicas. Big, long name.
When a kid knew a lot in my neighborhood, we had another name. We used to call him Fag.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Right to it.
What are you doing? Your homework, you homo?
Oh, this guy knows a lot, Fag.
Yeah.
What are you, know something?
Yeah.
Fag.
You know, in my neighborhood, if you knew stuff, you were an idiot. You know what I mean? You weren't cool.
Yeah, you tried to hide it.
It wasn't cool to know stuff.
It was absolutely uncool to be smart.
There were guys in my school who were afraid to raise their hand when they knew stuff. I love that.
That really was the
There were people who would do their homework in school so they wouldn't have to be seen with books.
Right.
I think that's turned around a little bit. Kids
I
now,
don't think so.
it's cooler to be smart, I think.
Have you seen all the wiggers walking around?
No, it is cooler. I'm telling you, I got a high school kid, and it's like, yeah, it's very cool to, like, it's embarrassing to be stupid now.
Get straight A's is like the cool thing to do.
Maybe it's happening, but I still see a lot of people walking around pretending to be stupid.
I told you not to be stupid, you
A lot of people love to not know. All right. We got to take a break. We got a huge show for you. We're going to have to stay on track. Listen to this show today, all right? We got a lot of people stopping by. We got Sarah from Joe Millionaire. She's the chick who lost, but she did those foot fetish videos, and I want to ask her about it.
Foot fetish.
I want to ask her about her foot fetish videos. Like,
Does she still do them, or was that a phase?
She claims she did it for the money to put herself through law school, but we'll find out. Tom Arnold stopping by at 7 o'clock with Jet Li.
Really?
Yeah.
Jet Li's coming in here?
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Are you serious?
Well, you'll see.
I understand what's going on. I really would like to meet the real Jet Li.
Like, I'll say to Jet Li something, and then he'll say...
Rosé has private parts that smell like burning tires. She's quite sexy. She grabbed my nuts when Tom no looking.
So,
okay. I haven't met the real Jet Li yet.
Tom Arnold pulling out I almost wasn't a celebrity for a while, but now I'm in the new Jet Li movie.
Yeah, he manages to simmer and then pop every once in a while.
He simmered and popped like a zitz. Then, after we interview Tom Arnold, we'll refresh everyone with a little Stump the Buoy, quick game.
Is there
nudity?
Something in this?
No. That's why we quick game, because we're so busy. Then, I was talking to Gary about this last night. I decided to book this dude, or woman, I'm not sure what it is. Pat Lalama of Celebrity Justice is going to talk about Robert Blake, because Blake is, I guess his hearing is today. And this...
No, his interview with Barbara Walters. He's got a hearing?
Yeah, he goes to court today for a hearing. They're saying it's almost going to be like a trial, because... I'll let the guy explain everything. All right. It's kind of interesting. And then to top that all off, everyone's favorites, Sharon and Jack Osbourne stopped by.
So it's not Ozzy and Jack, it's now Sharon and Jack.
Yeah, you take what you get.
Okay. Mean, we were promoting Ozzy all week, and then...
No, never.
I thought it was Ozzy and Jack.
No, Sharon and Jack.
Sharon and Jack. I'm confused then.
Jack's a good interview, and we know Sharon is. Sharon used to appear on the show by herself way before the Osbournes TV show.
Yeah, she used to come on here and fight with people.
Yeah, it was great.
Yay!
In fact, Insane Clown Posse wanted to come on and fight with her again.
Oh, no.
And then they said, no, we're not coming in because Sharon has cancer, and we're not going to...
They can't fight with a woman with cancer?
Yeah.
Well, there's something they won't do.
Yeah, like I was like, really? You won't fight with someone with cancer?
I'm
ICP.
shocked.
Well, they claim that they made a bet with her on the air, and she hasn't paid off.
Right, something about record sales.
Yeah.
But what happened to Insane Clown Posse and Debbie Gibson?
Again, Insane Clown Posse wanted to do it, Debbie Gibson wanted to do it, and then the two of them were talking, and then they just never got together.
Wow.
Well, you know. Oh, here's your Baba Booey. Something weird happened.
We couldn't even get them to talk. It took us like, I don't know, a month to get Insane Clown Posse on the phone. We finally did. And then we couldn't get Debbie Gibson on the phone. We just can't get them together.
You can't get Debbie Gibson on the phone?
Well, she's doing another project now.
What's the project?
Isn't she in Cabaret?
That's what it is.
Yeah.
She's a cabaret. So now she's busy.
She working on the LIE?
I thought she'd be busy.
Well, see, she popped.
And then it's weird because she wants to come on the show to promote Cabaret, and I keep like sort of telling her mom we want her to come on the show to promote the ICP thing, which she doesn't have time to do right now.
All right. Who cares?
I keep waiting for this new project.
Yeah. Well, it's not happening.
She might be scared.
Okay. A lot of people on the phones. Want to get to you, but I got to take a break because I'm going to stay on schedule. We'll be back right after these words, and I'll get to you after these words. I got that special rag that cleans glasses. That's amazing, that rag.
That little cloth?
That little cloth they give you at the eye doctor?
Right.
Look at this thing. It's a mess, right? This is like I should sell these on infomercials. You take this miracle rag, and you wipe the lens of your eyeglasses, and look what happens.
They just give it away, don't they?
Now, can you see the difference? Look. Yeah, they just give this away. This is free with every pair of eyeglasses.
They could sell that.
But on our infomercial, we charge you $19 for two.
If you order now, you'll get one free, yeah.
Yeah. Nice. I carry the eyeglasses case. I got my purse. I'm like my grandmother.
When do you get that shopping cart?
Wonder if you can clean your apartment with these eyeglass napkins.
They'd make them a little bigger, I hope.
Every minute with the eyeglass napkins. You know what was weird? Tell me if you think this was weird. When I went to that thing Saturday night with Beth, and we were walking down the red carpet, she was wearing like this little negligee outfit. You know what I mean?
That it was very sheer and skimpy.
Yeah, so they must have taken a million pictures of us. And I was surprised that the one they put in the paper...
You can't see the outfit.
Yeah, but, I mean, I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it. I'm just, I just find that odd to me. You think that's... And I was like, oh, Jesus. You know, better watch what you're wearing. Because, you know... You got to make sure that you can't see through it. You know, when you shoot with a camera, you remember that happened to you?
Right. Well, I guess they didn't find any pictures like that.
Yeah, right.
Would
I don't
have
know.
used them.
But I thought that was. I mean, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong. I just thought it was. If I was a photo editor, the newspaper would be all over that.
Well, I guess it was because she was with you.
I actually liked the picture that they put of her in the paper. I liked the picture. It's fine. It looked very romantic. A lot of people told me they thought it was a romantic picture and that I looked good, and I very rarely get that from a picture. One person came up to me and said, "Did you have work?" I go, "What do you mean?" He go, "Well, usually, I guess what they're saying is all my pictures in the paper are usually so ugly."
Did you have work?
You must have done something to look good.
And I take that as a compliment when someone asks me if I had work. I go, "Nope, no work, not yet."
Did someone use a hammer and saw on your face?
Yeah. Some people don't age well, but I'm okay with the way I'm aging. I still got my hair, and it's not really gray. I got a couple of grays, but nothing bad.
Nothing bad.
Nothing
you
bad.
Don't look gray.
And I could always rinse that. And then
We saw a lot of badly aging people on the Grammys the other day.
Yeah, I mean, I was shocked when I saw Peter Gabriel. I don't know how old he is, but he looked like he was 80.
What happened to him? I know a couple of years ago he still looked good.
Yeah, did he party hard or something?
I got to say, that was startling.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing recognizable in that guy they had on the Grammys as Peter Gabriel.
Yeah, I just thought some guy had run out and said goodnight at the Grammys.
Yeah. Do you realize when the Foo Fighters were accepting their award, there was a black dude up there with him who said, hey, B.B. King rules, you know, he was the guy who started it all.
Or he said something about there would be no rock and roll without B.B. King.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
That guy wasn't with the Foo Fighters.
Who was he?
He just walked up from the audience.
You're kidding.
No.
I wondered about that. I said, I don't recall a guy like that in the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, because Dave Grohl went, yeah, I agree with that, I guess.
You know what? I watched that segment 5 times last night. I kept rewinding it.
I knew he wasn't with the Foo Fighters.
I kept saying, gee.
I wondered who he was. I thought maybe he's a producer or something.
I thought he was like the black guy from Crosby, Stills and Nash. Remember there was a black guy on one of the albums, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young, like their second album? And I was like, who's that? How did he get in the band?
But the weird thing is when you watch it, is he's standing right behind Dave and Taylor.
Yeah.
And Dave doesn't seem bothered by him at all.
Because he probably thinks he's with the Grammys or something. He doesn't know what's going on.
They don't know who's up there on stage, but...
And the other funny thing he did was, Howard, that guy walked up. You got to watch it over and over again. He hugged Fred Durst, and Fred Durst hugged him back like he was somebody.
He just walked up like he was a member of the group. And the group didn't even say, what are you doing with us?
And then he started waving to people, giving the thumbs up and everything.
It's funny. I wonder who that... I'd like to interview that guy.
He called us yesterday.
No.
Yeah, we got a number for him.
Oh, great. Get him on the phone. Oh, by the way, Peter Gabriel's 53.
That's... No.
Yeah, that's a hard 53.
You know what he looks like? He looks like the Mr. Monopoly guy.
Yeah.
The mustache.
Yeah.
Little white hair. And...
Get out of jail free.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm a rock star. No, you're not.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
So.
And I used to think he was really hot.
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I loved Peter Gabriel.
Wow.
Yeah, well, guess what? I'm hotter than him now.
Yeah, you sure are.
Not by much.
You blow him away.
I blow him away. I blow him away. Before you touch yourself to Peter Gabriel, think of me. He's going to try and get that guy on the phone. If you get that guy on the phone, interrupt my interview with Sarah from Joe Millionaire. I consider him a high priority.
Important.
We're trying to call him right now.
Yeah. What happened? He called us?
Well, his representative called yesterday. And
Representative?
Yeah, he had a guy representing him, and then we called
Tell me, the black guy who snuck up, and I don't mean anything racist by saying the black guy.
Oh, shut up.
But the black guy who snuck up with the Foo Fighters has a representative.
That's the case.
Show business
That's
is great.
a position where you have people?
Yeah. You know, we don't even have that many people considering what we do.
Party
When
crasher.
you sneak up on the Grammys, you have an organization.
Yeah. What?
That Sarah chick's cute, man.
Is she? Because on TV, she looks disturbing.
No, I got to tell you, she's not that tall. She got a big rack.
Really?
She wore a nice outfit today.
You see, some of these people, you know, on these reality shows, I think they just don't photograph well.
Yeah, I mean,
Couldn't it be that Gary's taste is way off because he's been married now for like 10 years?
Couldn't be anybody who walks.
Anybody with a boob?
Pam Anderson is not walking in here, but I think Sarah's very cute.
Rob and I were talking about during the commercial that, well, first of all, I mean, my thoughts on Sarah Kozer, a nice-looking girl and everything from Joe Millionaire. It's just, I said to her, it reeks from desperation because, you know, it's sad. I mean, you're going to law school, you do a foot fetish video for $500. How's that going to get you through law school? That isn't going to help pay the bills, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you got several thousand, maybe you could say, oh, well, that's okay for a law school education. But $500?
Jenna Jameson can pay for law school. She's a porn star.
Yeah.
But, you know, so, you know, and then to go on a TV show, and Fox is sort of weird because they got the news channel where they're worried, you know, they're all holier than thou. But then the regular Fox channel will take these broads, put them on TV, not pay them, totally make them look like jerks, because they do. They come off like jerks, and then throw them to the wolves afterwards.
Right.
And never even give them a dime, and they just got the highest ratings of their entire history.
They are rolling in dough from this.
They should give these girls a bonus for being such boneheads.
Yeah, not only should they have given Joe Millionaire and Zora $5 million
Yeah.
apiece, they should have given all the girls something.
Yeah, something. But, so it's a big train wreck.
But you see how many people you just say, I'm going to send you wherever, and they'll say, oh, really? Okay, I'll go.
No wonder guys get into, like, the white slave trade, because you could just tell broads they're taking them on vacation and then sell them to some Arab sheikh and make millions.
Well,
You just say, well, yeah, there's a good trip in it for you.
The whole thing's kind of sad. Now she's hired a publicist, and she's shelling out her own money. And
Well, she lost a job.
I know. I mean, it's just...
You could say it's sad, but I can't wait to read her novel.
There you go. All right, so something good is coming
right.
out.
I mean, look, I can't wait to read that.
No.
It's going to be a page-turner.
You never know. You might get caught up in it.
Yeah.
Just a couple of thoughts I want to share with you. This is my Howard's Corner. Special Howard's Corner. You know, we were talking yesterday because the guy from Jump the Shark's going to come in and do the sweeps, Jump the Shark tomorrow. But, you know, someone called in and said, has American Idol jumped the shark? And it got me thinking that it kind of has. I was watching it last night, and I'm getting a little fed up. Because, first of all, it's always irritated me that the only good judge is Simon Cowell, and then as soon as he starts to give his opinion, Paul Abdul just talks all over it. It's so frustrating as a viewer.
The only person she can criticize is him. She can't say anything nasty to the contestants.
And I don't mind that she criticizes, but wait till he's... I mean, we can't get his opinion. Now there's a whole new dynamic on the show where the contestants argue with Simon.
All of them are doing it now?
All of them. I mean, it's just incredible. And
I saw last week some kid said, I don't agree. I just don't agree with
Well, now it's like out of control.
Yeah.
Like everyone's like yelling at Simon. And you want to hear Simon's criticism. The whole charm of the show last year was that these kids would get up there and then Simon would critique them.
And the whole idea is that you're going to be critiqued.
Yeah, I mean, they know what the score is. So now everybody has seen the show for one season. And the new cast, if you will, like remember when Survivor the first year was so charming, and then the second year all of a sudden everybody was savvy?
Need to know how to play the game.
Now they're all savvy, and they're like, we're going to fight back. And it's so irritating because you never hear his criticisms. They begin... I'll give you an example. You didn't see it. Hold on. Here's some chick. I don't know her name.
Thank you very much. Paula, what do you think?
Yeah, by the way, they go to Paula. She thinks nothing, you know.
I'm seeing a lot of over-singing, you know.
And by the way, the only reason she said that is because Simon had pointed out that they were all over-singing the previous to this.
So he
now she
pointed
hopped
it out.
on it.
Now
Yeah.
she can see it.
Yeah. Everybody's putting on the shtick.
Yeah. Now everybody's feisty.
Everyone's feisty, and like I would like to hear what somebody actually thinks of her. You never get to actually hear it.
Well, she certainly doesn't expect to move on with his attitude, does she?
Well, they voted in one chick who was all feisty, and then they gave her,
And that gave everybody else the idea, I'll be feisty too, you
Yeah, it's just so annoying. And then now this year, they added the families in the room with them, and they come back in, and the families are hooting and hollering, and it's like, it's just...
Sometimes the families run out on stage.
Yeah, it's just, I think it jumped a shark. I'm pretty sure it did. I'm still watching, though.
I watch it, I don't watch it first run. I watch it on, the next day or something, but I'm still watching.
Yeah, so maybe it hasn't.
I don't know, though.
Something's irritating me about it. So you're supposed to say, I see a wolf in sheep's clothing?
A sheep in wolf's clothing.
A sheep in wolf's clothing. And I'm like, well, that's an interesting comment. He wants to continue critiquing.
To elaborate.
Paula jumps in.
What that means.
Yeah, Paula jumps in. The dude jumps in. Everyone jumps in, and then it's over. You don't hear anything. So there's my theory on why American Idol has jumped the shark. A searing commentary.
I hope it has.
I hope it has too.
Goes away.
Care less.
I'm tired of Fox and its success.
Yeah. We don't like anybody's success. That's all. So that's that. Real quick, I want to do Stump the Buoy, and I'll get Sharon Osbourne coming in with
Stump the Buoy!
But I do want to read some of the email that was quite interesting from yesterday's show. A lot of people were glad to hear that Stuttering John got his ass kicked against Marco Battaglia.
That was funny.
And I was grinning from ear to ear this morning when I heard that Marco was running backwards and talking crap to John while racing him. It was great, because John just runs his whole mouth his whole morning. Here's a guy who wrote about my views on the Middle East, and I'm not sure what he's saying. I was very impressed with your political views regarding terrorism. I think he's being sarcastic. Okay. I never realized that the reason the Middle East hates America is because they have no snowplows. It takes a genius like you to point that out. Did I point that out?
No, we were saying, look at what we have here. This is a great country.
I was pointing out that in New York City, not only can we clear the rubble from the World Trade Center in a few months, The snow removal in New York City alone proves what a great society we have. That there were 20 inches of snow in Central Park, and yet the streets remain clear and moving and traffic. And
yeah, in a matter of days, everybody was back running around like they always do.
And I said that kind of a society that works that hard and has a system down and is organized. There's nothing like it in the world. You go to the Middle East, they just have, the only reason that any of this trouble's going on is because they have tons of money from oil. They haven't taken any of that money from oil and done anything with it other than to create weapons against us.
Their people don't live like this, even with all that money.
There's no infrastructure. And one of the things you're talking about after we, kill Saddam Hussein is that we'll take that oil money, give it to the people of Iraq, and let them build a society.
You can watch these specials. They'll buy 50 Mercedes-Benzes.
Right.
And then they don't have anywhere to go. The road is about this long. They drive it back and forth.
They have nowhere to go. They couldn't build their own cars.
No, they don't even have roads to drive.
And they hoard the money, these few sheikhs.
Yeah.
I think Shake Your Booty is the one that everyone is.
He's got all the dough.
He's got all the dough. Shake Your Booty.
Yeah, he's hot.
Yes.
Guy not quite getting your point.
Right. A lot of people feel that Robin should shut up. After yesterday, you got a lot of negative mail.
I don't care.
Robin is a pain in the ass. Howard should have thrown something at her.
She's black. She's a black pain in the ass.
Oh, let me read you the mail. Don't be like Paul Abdul. Robin is
pointing that out.
Robin's a pain in the ass. Howard should have thrown something at her with her black today. The guy would not give him a lounge chair. That was his point. Reverend Bob Levy was so right about Robin with his meanest listener statement.
There's another person calling me nigger after those comments.
She should leave the show and on her way out kiss Howard's white ass for keeping her on.
That's right. You can kiss my black ass.
Here's another one. What the hell crawled up Robin's butt this morning?
You.
She is out of control. What did her therapist do? Diddle her with... Did Mr. X go limp before he got to please her?
Right.
I love her, but she's intolerable today. Here's another one. I've always loved Robin on the show until her ridiculous soapbox broadcasting today. Tell that bitch to shine my shoes.
Again, as soon as a black person voices an opinion, they're niggers.
And here, finally, who pissed it? I see. Who peed? Let's put it that way. Who peed in Robin's Cheerios this morning? She has a serious problem. She attacks you for a harmless comment about your towel boy, yet all morning she helped mock Dead Air Dave in her annoying Indian voice.
Please. He was a towel boy. He wasn't the black.
I felt she was being very hypocritical.
That's what it was about.
And I got attacked for my Christopher Reeve comment. Only you, Howard, would unmercifully put down a quadriplegic on a respirator. Would you like to challenge Christopher Reeve to a wrestling match also, you insecure bastard? You're sick. I merely point out, Robin, that Mr. Reeve was being used.
Why is he on the show? Yeah.
Exactly. I wasn't putting down a quadriplegic. Well, just a little bit. Here's one that I think you'll like. Leave Stuttering John in the jungle.
We can all get behind that one.
And finally, how dare you? Leave Gwen Stefani and the Dixie Chicks alone. Gwen is not overweight. She's human, you moron. And the lead singer of the Dixie Chicks, named Natalie Maines, has been losing weight for the past year or so after her baby was born. She doesn't have 50 pounds to lose, Mr. Scarecrow. And tell your fat-ass partner, Miss Quivers, that the two backup chicks are sisters and that Natalie has been playing guitar for years, but mainly focuses on vocals.
She didn't used to use the guitar in the group.
We think he goes, she's not hiding behind the guitar, as you freaks are saying.
Man.
So, and you know, it's just, it gets more and more vicious. If the lead chick named Natalie Maines has 50 pounds to lose, as you say, you ugly beanpole beaker, then your cackling partner has to lose weight, too. And Artie has to lose 100 pounds.
Who's arguing that?
We're all in agreement.
And he just goes on in his viciousness. He goes, and before I sign off, you spoiled frequent vacationers. No normal Americans extend President's Day into a week off from work like you, Johnny Carson copycats.
We're really into the presidents.
Hey, just because we honor our president. Why, after all, our president's, every weekend, he goes off either to his ranch or to Camp David. We have to behave like our president and take tons of vacation. He says, the day Gwen Stefani gets implants is the day Howard goes to Michael Jackson's surgeons to get his schnoz reduced. Gain some weight, Mr. Wicked Witch. Bunch of bastards. Welcome back from Barbados and San Diego and Florida and the dermatologist.
I love my glamorous vacation.
I wish you all got snowed in last week.
Welcome back from the dermatologist.
But no, you cocky pricks can't stay in your city with the working, brave New Yorkers. You have to fly away in fear from some snow. What a piece of crap you all are. There it is.
That was a good one.
A couple of show notes. Robert Blake interview airs tonight.
And the Robert Chambers interview.
What are you watching? If you have to choose.
If I have to choose, I'm going with Robert Blake. I think he'll win hands down.
Younger people are going with Robert Chambers.
You think so?
Yeah, and older people like us are going with Robert Blake because we remember him. See, younger people don't remember why he's even famous. To them, he's just some old dude who probably killed his wife.
Right.
For us,
it's Beretta.
Beretta, the guy had the #1 show.
That's funny. You know what he says in this interview tonight? He says that we believe he's the guy from TV. And that's why he's in jail.
Who said that?
Beretta.
No.
See, here's a question for you. I'm 35 years old. What do you think I want to watch more?
You want to watch Robert Blake.
I can't wait to see Robert Blake.
Me neither.
I barely remember Beretta.
Really? Well, he's so crazy. I can't even. I don't even care what Robert Chambers has to say. And you know
what Robert Chambers is going to say. Just what I said.
Right.
I'm not that bad.
Right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Beretta's going to be full of spicy, peppery statements.
Yeah. He will say things in strange ways.
Yeah. And by the way, in a couple of minutes, a woman from Court TV is calling in, and she says she knows some stuff about what Robert Blake's going to talk about and some stuff about the upcoming, hearing.
Okay.
Howard Stern exclusive.
Because even this picture in the paper of Robert Blake is scary.
Oh, it's not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he looks like Estelle Getty. From the Golden Girls.
He really does.
Yeah. That's how he's going to escape from jail, Someone's going to smuggle him in an old black dress. And then he's going to be Estelle Getty.
They'll just think it's a little old lady.
Yeah. If you see B. Arthur visiting him, you know what's going on. But, yeah, he looks scary. And he says, how can you bury... Something about him being already dead.
He's already dead. They've taken everything away from him.
Can't kill a dead man, he goes. Well, let's see. We'll see. Can't wait to watch that.
Yeah, I want to know how he got hooked up with her in the first place. What is his excuse for even being involved with that woman?
And Robert Blake is in solitary confinement. He has no TV or radio in his cell. But he knows that jokes are being made about him by comedians around the country.
And he's pissed at Jay Leno. Jay Leno better watch out if they let Robert Blake out of jail.
He goes, Jay Leno has got, this is a quote, has got my blood running down his chin on television 2 or 3 nights a week, and the people are laughing and enjoying it. Blood running down his chin.
You see how he phrases things?
Yeah. It always sounds like he's in some crappy movie or TV show.
Yeah, you got to watch.
First of all, it takes a month for anything to roll down Jay Leno's chin. But, interesting. Jay Leno chin jokes tonight. Yeah. That's going to be good. That's going to be good.
If I understand, I got your blood when I was on my chin there, Robert.
Well, here's a surprise. Phil Donahue got fired.
Again.
Yeah, I mean, who even knew he had a new show?
They had fired him once, and then they decided, no, we won't fire you. We'll put an audience in the studio and see if that helps. Yeah. And that didn't help either.
He was on MSNBC. You knew it was over for the guy. He's horrible on the air.
Well, he's been out of the game for how many years?
Yeah, he doesn't care about ratings. He just wants to, espouse his views. And then they go, the news show that precedes him, Countdown to Iraq, will be expanded to 2 hours to replace him.
Wow.
So Phil Donahue sucks so bad that MSNBC thinks that a countdown to World War III is more entertaining than a sucking show. They're going to put on a boring show, Countdown to Iraq.
Yeah, because right now nothing's happening.
People would rather sit there and hear about us blowing up the freaking world than listening to one of those Phil Donahue shows.
And this is, should be a wake-up call to those people who are starting a liberal talk show network. Mm-hmm. Who's more liberal than Donahue? And look at how badly he did.
And by the way, there's an article in the paper today. A very famous French chef in France killed himself because his restaurant got a rating that was 2 stars lower than he normally gets.
Well, he thought he already had the reduced star rating in one publication, and he thought the Michelin Guide, which is like the biggest rating guide for restaurants, was going to demote him. He didn't wait to see what it was. He killed himself.
Well, I got to tell you, I love this. Every time a French guy screws up at his job, he should kill himself. And, in fact, across the board, this is a good idea.
But you know what? They didn't reduce his rating in the Michelin Guide.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he did it. He didn't even get a reduced rating.
Wow, that's a real tragedy.
Well, here you do. Now I'm recommending that people do go to France. You know, for years I've been, finally everyone's catching up with this anti-France sentiment. But I've been saying for years, don't go. Now I'm saying go.
And then what do you do when you're there?
Criticize everybody. And maybe they'll kill themselves. And they'll all go away. Go to the hotel. Say, you know what? You're not doing a good job. Maybe the guy's on the back room. Yeah, here's a crappy hotel.
You shouldn't have 3 stars.
Yeah, your job is to make my vacation good. You didn't do it. Kill yourself. I'm going to get a vacation package so everyone will kill themselves associated with the vacation package.
They say that's a thing. If you go into the restaurants and criticize the food, the chef will probably off himself because they do that in France.
Yeah. I have a great idea for a show. We put Robert Blake's trial on TV, and America gets to vote whether he goes free or not.
Oh, you leave it up to the people?
Yeah. And then you have, like, judges who give their opinion, but they can't vote.
I see. Like a Simon Cowell for...
yeah, like a jury, but you hear their thoughts and what they would do, but ultimately America gets to decide.
Up to us.
And they can sing, too.
I wonder if Robert Blake would go for that.
Yes, he's agreed to it.
Coming up.
Robert Blake.
That'd be great.
American jurist.
You run promos. If you think he's guilty, punch in 83.
Not guilty, 84. What was that again? Screw it. I'll punch some numbers. So we ought to elect a president, make it a reality show. We spend some time with him for a couple of days, and then we get to vote on the phone.
Keep the cameras on him.
Yeah.
24 hours a day.
Yeah, really know the guy.
Yeah.
He's going to be the leader of the free world. You shouldn't be afraid. Ozzy's not. Why should he? And then you vote. Everything's vote. You vote for everything. Be great. I'm a celebrity killer. Let me out of jail. If you get uncomfortable during your trial, just yell out, I'm a celebrity killer. Let me out of jail. And put his head in a jar of bees, Robert Blake, and see if he can take it.
He get food. He doesn't get jail food. Unless he suffers.
Gets real food. He gets McRibs.
When we last left the camp, Robert Blake was fighting with Melissa Rivers.
Meanwhile, on the other side, Al Gore is crawling through the crocodile pit. Let's check in on him.
You know, it's been raining in the camp all day. Our celebrities and our politicians are getting very cranky.
We have a live microphone on George Bush, who's in the crocodile pit right now. Hey, my dad's rich. I don't need this. He's cracking. I'm getting out of here.
I just found out they brought us here to humiliate us.
No kidding, Sherlock. I actually have a good idea for a TV show that just came to me, but I want to tell you it. But someone will take it.
Yeah, you don't want to spill it here.
I've been burned.
A lot of people in L.A. just got pads and pencils.
That's right. This seems to just be the opportunity for everybody to write it down.
Supermodel Frederique tonight, honey. Rapper 50 Cent, too.
Oh, it's a doubleheader.
Yeah. Doubleheader. It's Celebrity Smackdown. Frederique discussing Kathy Griffin and 50 Cent discussing Ja Rule. It's a regular fight fest.
Everybody's got a feud. Great White, you were saying, I can't believe they're going back out on tour, and I couldn't believe you were right, but on their website, it now says that they have an appearance that was scheduled for March 4th, and they plan to make it. That's only a few days away.
Yeah, I'm telling you. They're like, hey, they're seeing this, in my mind, as a publicity bonanza.
But what are they going to do for a lead guitarist? You can replace a guy that quickly?
It's Great White, Robin.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's going to be judging them.
I could just put a monkey up there.
I think, though, I would have to believe the pyrotechnics will be out.
I don't know. know. You never know.
I can't imagine.
Guys.
Screw it, man.
Everybody's going to be calling for the pyrotechnics, don't you think?
Yeah.
I'm going.
Oh, boy.
I'd go just to goof on them.
Well, you got to go to Oklahoma City. That's where they're scheduled to appear next.
We should probably do the show live from Oklahoma City. When is that? March 4th?
March 4th.
We should do it live from the Great White concert.
That's sometime next week.
Cover it like it's like, you remember when The Who played Madison Square Garden for their final concert?
Yeah, we'll sit in the stands.
Jack Russell is taking to the stage. So far, no sign of any pyrotechnics. My God, is that Jack Russell or Granny from the Beverly Hillbillies? Jack Russell, what's the history of his name, Robin? That would be the Jack Russell Terrier, Howard. All right. Great White. I'm thinking of putting Great White in Rock and Roll High School.
They would be perfect.
Yeah.
Now they've really carved out something for themselves.
Except the ending of the movie would be different. We light Jack Russell on fire.
A club spokesperson in Oklahoma City does add that the contract with the group does not discuss pyrotechnics.
They're all going ahead with it.
So there you go.
Boy, I think that's a little cold. You think you could act a little shook up?
I mean, yeah, you don't look sympathetic in that situation.
Yeah. Even if you're not sympathetic, look a little sympathetic.
I mean, come on. Jeez.
Yeah, yesterday they said they're going to have to show up at the grand jury to answer questions, but that'll, I guess, be between gigs.
I want to show up without that mullet, too.
Oh, you can't lose that.
That great white mullet.
And now for the 11th time, ladies and gentlemen, once bitten, twice shy.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, we're just saying we're going to do it acoustic. Because it's just, without the pyrotechnics, it's not the same. Guitar player burned up. 90 people are dead. Those guys are on tour the following week.
We got a gig. Show business. The show must go on.
They're like barbarians. The guys who rape and pillage a community and then go on to the next one. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Hey, man, we live by the music.
You know what the guy says? I think he says, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't Jack Russell say that the guitar player would want it that way, that they went on? Right. Yeah.
Oh, they asked him just before he croaked?
Well, they went on the John Edwards show. and John Edwards said, wait, I'm getting a J.R. Hey, that's me, man, Jack Russell. Yeah. He says he wants you guys to go on. As early as next week? As early as next week. That's what he's telling me.
Make your next gig in Oklahoma City.
That's what your guitar player is saying. And he said, I see an S. Is his name an S? No one knows, man. Don't worry about it. S, yeah. I think I remember an S.
Does he have any advice on a new guitarist?
How about John Edwards on guitar?
There you go.
I got that guy to call in, the guy who went on the stage with the Foo Fighters, the black dude.
I was just thinking about him. We found him?
The black Foo Fighter. Yeah, found him. He found us, so.
I can't imagine that David Grohl and the rest of the guys didn't look at him strange and say, why are you here?
They were cool about it. They were like, hey. Fred Durst actually said it kind of sucks because that is a big moment for a band to get a Grammy, despite how trivial we might think it is. And the guy got up there and ruined it for him.
But they even let him to the microphone.
I don't think it... In fact, he was a better acceptance speech than the Foo Fighters. He was short and to the point.
It just proves how white people can be such pussies, because they were probably afraid at the Grammys to tell a black guy to get off stage.
Yeah, they don't want to appear, to be excluding anyone.
Right, because you could be telling like a legendary blues musician to get off.
Right. Speaking of Fred Durst, he'll stop by today, say hello to us.
All right. We can finally get him to talk to us about Britney Spears.
And one of my favorite guests, John Hind from Jump the Shark.
Yeah.
We'll ask him if American Idol jumped the shark. I believe it has. I've been thinking about it. A couple of quick things. Mr. Rogers is dead.
Yes.
Mr. Rogers.
I thought he'd live forever.
Hello, I'm dead. I hear he's going to be appearing on the John Edwards show. I get an MR, Mr. Rogers.
Is there an MR here? Anybody connected to an MR?
MR, period. Mr. Rogers.
I'm seeing an ugly sweater and slacks.
And I think those were sneakers.
Yeah.
Did he wear sneakers?
Yeah.
I never watched that show.
Like Pro-Keds.
I've only seen clips.
I didn't know. Was he sick?
Yeah, he had stomach cancer, apparently.
I wasn't allowed to watch it because my father thought he was gay. My old man would come over and go, "What are you watching that fag?"
Yeah.
Yeah. Sort of shaped the rest of my life.
Oh, dear.
That's funny.
He honestly thought it was for gay kids.
Yeah, right?
That was the gay kids TV?
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers, I always thought was gay, but he wasn't. He was married, had kids. I mean, not that gay guys don't get married and have kids, but, you know.
He never...
I'm not gay.
Guy.
Hi, Boisinger. I'm not gay.
Oh, he's creepy, Mr. Rogers.
I heard today as I was coming in, somebody was eulogizing Mr. Rogers, and they said for years he taught children that it was okay to take a bath because they wouldn't go down the drain.
Wow. Oh, I thought you meant it was okay to take a bath with Mr. Rogers.
Well, that's what it sounded like he was going for. I'm like, a bath? He goes, and then the guy goes, yeah, because they wouldn't go down the drain.
I'm going to plug up the drain with my special unit.
Well, what can I say? Mr. Rogers John, the guy who pioneered boring television for kids. Kids rebelled and started watching real crap because they couldn't stand Mr. Rogers.
Give me some reality.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who remembers Mr. Rogers fondly in their childhood.
You never hear anybody, they'll talk about Sesame Street or that dinosaur, but you never hear any kid talking about Mr. Rogers.
Bugs Bunny and Friends. That's all you needed.
They say 90% of the audience for Queer as Folk watched Mr. Rogers.
As a child.
JG, what's up?
Hey, Howard.
Yo.
Hey, you know what? I'm glad you came to me first. I can get to work. But you know what? You coined the phrase now, penis colada, because I'm traveling outside of this country, and I hate to say I'm going to Mexico, but now when I go with my daughter and my two nieces, the first idiot who walks by with this underwear.
Penis
what
colada.
I'm gonna say. I mean,
yeah, my girls and I invented that on vacation.
Oh, it's great.
Penis colada. We named a guy Penis colada on my vacation because he was wearing a small little bathing suit. Fat old guy, small bathing suit, and his penis, his package, was bigger than his belly. Like it stuck out further than his belly.
Jeez, what a sight.
So we would be in the ocean all day going, if you like penis colada, you know he's got a hairy back.
Oh, man.
You know, we had a whole
song worked out.
We'd work it out in the water.
Oh, that's great.
It was a real nice moment for me and the kids.
Well, I hope to enjoy the same moment because I can't get over that. I think it's great.
I'm thinking instead of bukkake, the word penis colada makes sense too.
Oh, wow. I'll teach my daughter that.
There you go.
Well, that's true.
Yeah.
Makes a lot more sense than bukkake.
Right? I'll have a penis colada.
Please.
Yeah. At least a little more palatable.
Yeah.
All right, we got to take a break. We're going to take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll get the whole show going. And we do have a very, very busy show, so hang in there with us. Right after these words, I will...
Go ahead.
You can't.
I was going to say, right after these words, I will get a hold of my rider for Great White.
Your rider?
I've got the rider.
Contract?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And we have to listen to the Robert Blake interview, because I missed it. I fell asleep.
Well, you couldn't stay up that late. I woke up early this morning to watch.
I've just been so tired, man. Ugh.
Well, it's getting back into this schedule after some time off, I think.
Maybe that's it.
Yeah.
All right. We'll be back right after these words. Mr. Rogers dead. I think I was so sort of pompous, like, I'm doing something good for kids and everybody else sucks. He was thinking that. I was reading a couple of funny things in the paper this morning. David Letterman missed his show last night for the first time. And
what happened?
He allowed Bruce Willis to be the host.
Really?
Which means after all these years, he's finally secure enough to let somebody else host that dumb show. Which would be
Bruce Willis, who certainly couldn't do a good job.
Right. So I guess Bruce Willis was the booked guest. Dan Rather was booked.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's exciting. Hey, Mark, you're on the air.
Yeah, I've been listening for years. I just want to ask you, how come you never talk about that show, The Surreal Life? I figure any show that makes Vince Neil look like the most normal guy in the country has got to be worth you're rapping about.
My friend produces it, but I just don't watch it.
It's over now.
It's over.
Oh, my God. It was one of the funniest things ever in the history of television.
I watched it 2 times, and it didn't grab me. I didn't care about Corey Feldman. And
now the whole world doesn't care about Corey Feldman.
I didn't care about him. I didn't care about...
Corey Feldman did prove that he is one of the most disturbed people in the universe.
Oh, my God. The entire Internet is almost devoted to why we hate Corey Feldman now.
Yeah. He
horrible.
cried every week.
Yeah,
And of course, that was your idea years ago too. Also,
I know. Well,
it's hard for you to talk about anything without it winding up somewhere on television.
well, yeah. I just I'm actually going to be suing someone over one of my ideas. It's gotten that bad, but all right. Hey, thanks. I never ever wanted to have that happen, but I just can't take it anymore. Yeah, Mike, go ahead.
Howard, I was watching E yesterday, the Blake trial, and they used the F word right on E. They were asking the private investigator what Blake said to him. That he wanted to whack Bonnie Lee Blakely. So the private investigator said, "Are you out of your mind?" And he said to the judge, "Can I say what he really said?" He said, "Yeah." He says, "Are you out of your effing mind?" But he said the F word.
Yeah, well, first of all cable can say the F word. It's cable. But they've all decided to become like the networks. There's nothing wrong with cable airing the F word. It's a subscription-based thing, you know? Mm-hmm. But they I don't know, even like... They all act like they're not on cable.
They could have nudity, they could have cursing, they could have whatever they want.
Yeah.
When they want to. I mean, you're sure you can't say it.
No, because we're open air and the FCC governs all of this crap. Melrose.
You're talking about the E-show.
Oh, the E-show.
Yeah, they have all that censorship.
The E-show doesn't have to. That's self-imposed. They don't need to do that. The only way I'll ever get to say the F word is like Robert Blake. If I murder someone, allegedly.
If you kill you, apparently it's okay.
Yeah, then you can really get into it. Melrose.
You're accused of killing.
You're on the air.
Good morning, Howard. I've got the Letterman show already here.
Oh, let's hear it.
Let me just say, the monologue is like a minute long. That's all it is.
Let's hear it.
So you want to hear the introduction, or you want to hear right to Bruce Willis?
Bruce Willis.
Okay, here it is. I'll put one phone. I'll put it right up to the speaker. I'll make it real loud. Okay, ready?
Real loud.
Here it is. And then you got to hear the way he cuts off the guests. It's really abrupt, like with Dan Rather.
Because Dan Rather's boring.
What's that?
Go ahead.
All right, here's Bruce Willis.
I have Robert Blake tapes that we can listen to and goof on. Because he's funny as hell. He's like in a bad movie, you know?
He talks like he's reading a script all the time.
I know.
Oh, that was unbelievable. And you have the guy that killed Jennifer Levin. What's his name? Robert Chambers?
Just play the clip.
All right, here it is. Here it comes, right here. This is now. I'll give you like the.
No. Just play the clip.
Okay.
Is it up to 250?
I got it right. It's 249. Don't stop the VCR. Stop it.
All right, goodbye.
No, I got it. I got it right here. Here it is.
He didn't apparently show any remorse for his dead wife.
Oh, no.
You know.
But he claims they had no problem.
No. But he was asking people to hit her.
They also must not be feeding him or something, because they gave him, Barbara Walters bought him some candy bars, and he started eating them during the interview, and he was eating them frantically, and like being interviewed and food spitting out of his mouth, and he's chewing, and he didn't say like, hey, let me...
Because he looks real gone.
No, that's not... what it is that the food is so bad in the prisons, they only want to eat from the vending machines.
Right.
So, they got these vending candy machines, and they load him up with candy, and he sits there, and that's all he's been eating. He's lost so much weight, you could almost see his bones through his skin.
You mean if I just eat candy... I'm sorry. If I just eat candy, I can lose weight?
No, you don't get the candy all the time. You got to be able to get to it.
I see.
See, that's the problem. They don't let you at the vending machines.
Well... all I know is if he gets life in prison, he's a shoo-in to be the lead in the prison play.
I hope.
I got to tell you, I was almost convinced that maybe he didn't do it. I said, he's a much better actor than O.J.
Well, unlike O.J., he's got an answer for if you didn't do it, who did, and it makes sense.
Right.
One of the other 200 guys who hated her. I mean, there's reason.
Yeah, but then you go back to the night that his wife was killed, he ran into the restaurant and said, I forgot my gun. Yeah. I don't have a gun.
And his daughter's explanation, they say, Robert Blake can't explain why he would forget his gun because he can't really talk about the specifics of the case.
Yeah.
So they go back to the daughter who's talked to him about it, and she says, well, you have to understand he's dyslexic.
Oh. You know what? Don't give him a gun.
You know what another great move of his is, Howard? He explains the reason why he owned a gun in the first place, which is so great if you're trying to blame it on someone else. Bonnie Lee had pissed so many people off.
He had to protect her.
And he had to go get a permit.
He had to go get a gun because he was afraid for her safety.
How's he explaining to all the guys that he went and asked to shoot her?
They can't ask him about that. That doesn't come up in the conversation.
Oh, I see.
I say he beats it. No physical evidence and a lot of reasonable doubt that he could be the guy.
Remember that guy who came on the show, John Solari, who was best friends with Robert Blake, and says that he even offered to kill Bonnie Lee Bakley for Robert.
Constantly calls here, doesn't he?
And he said he called in. He had something to say about it. He was mad at Barbara Walters.
Is that right? Why?
Because she forces Robert Blake to talk about stuff, and she should know better. Robert shouldn't be talking to the press.
She doesn't care about Robert. She just wants ratings.
Right.
Of course.
I think Robert, is making his own decisions.
Absolutely. And if why let it go to somebody else?
But they showed a clip last night from a deposition he did just about a month ago.
Right.
And this is his third lawyer. The first two quit because they couldn't control him. He wouldn't listen. And it's just the lawyer telling him to shut up.
Yeah, I know. He's crazy. He's crazy.
He's going, I'm telling you, if you answer that question, I quit.
Right.
And Robert Blake's just forging ahead.
It is Robert Blake's decision to either hire that lawyer, fire that lawyer, and get on the stand and testify if he wants to.
But like the lawyer's saying, if you don't follow my advice, I'm not staying here.
Well, that lawyer did threaten to quit, but he's still with him.
But the first two quit.
Yeah, the first two quit.
Yeah, but even this lawyer said, if you do this deposition, I'll quit, and he didn't.
Right. Well, she must like being Robert Blake's lawyer.
There must be something in it for him. But I did think of, in John's defense, I was thinking about it this morning. Barbara Walters, you remember those old Western movies when you'd be out on the desert and you didn't have any water and the buzzards would be circling?
She is a buzzard.
She's one of the buzzards.
Yeah, well, I guess John Solaris is right about that. She is a buzzard.
Yeah.
She's always been.
Her, Cindy Adams, all of them are old crow buzzards. They're even old crows.
Yeah, they're like those black crows that you see circling bodies, waiting for them to die so they can pluck the eyes out.
And as soon as some crap happens to you, those old, you're in deep doo-doo when Barbara Walters is trying to track you down because she's just circling for that interview.
She's not interviewing you before the Oscar show. You've done something really, really bad.
Right.
She's got a pretty good move, because I remember when you did the movie Private Parts or something, it was after Private Parts, but she wanted an interview with you for something, and she wrote you a personal note telling you just how great you are and what a pleasure.
What a fan she is.
Yeah, and it's almost believable. You kind of a little stationary and you get a little impressed.
Yeah, I just took it and threw it in the garbage. I would never do an interview with Barbara Walters unless there was an Academy Award involved or something.
Right. That's the only time it's good to talk to Barbara.
Yeah, she's a vulture.
It would have been great, though, to just get her here, because I guarantee she's never heard the show in her life. She's saying what a great fan she is and that she listens every day.
Right. Yeah, I would have given her a test. I think if my movie had made over $100 million, I would have gotten the Barbara Walters interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah. She was circling just in case I made over $100 million.
That's right. She was putting in her bid right away.
I bet you she writes 30 of those notes a day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. She opens up the newspaper. Anybody in there, I'm a big fan.
How do you think she winds up with the Osbournes? She's smart.
Mm-hmm.
She stays on top of things.
I saw in the promo, Robert Blake said, are they going to take my testicles and make earrings out of them?
Yes.
I hope they do. Why not?
That sounds like a good idea.
Mark Harris put a bid in for those testicle earrings.
But the thing that also amazed me is they have stretched the Robert Blake interview into 2 episodes of 2020. There's going to be more on Friday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll be there.
I can't wait.
On Friday, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
I can stay up.
Something else he said that was funny. He said, when they come to get me in the morning, I'm not here. I'm back in the 60s doing a play, getting a standing ovation from Sidney Poitier.
It's like, what?
No one understands what
Robert Blake said I did this interview so that my daughter can see me, my 2.5.
And she'll know me.
And she'll know me. And it's like, man, if his daughter watches that, she's going to get the crap scared out of her.
Well, she won't recognize him because his hair's completely white now.
He's like Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
He's a different guy.
Yeah.
There's pictures of him when he was with the kid where he had, more weight and he had the black hair.
Yeah. He's like,
and then she's seeing this scarecrow.
Yeah, he didn't even let that hair get gray. I mean, he was like Joey Ramone jet black.
Right. Then he said something like, when I see these young guys acting and stuff and time has passed by, he says, I feel like I'm standing by the fence watching other guys ride. I'm not on the bull.
I'm not on the bull, yeah.
But after those pictures of Bonnie Lee Blakely, I think he was riding the bull for about 6 months.
Oh, wow.
He got off.
Yeah. He also said he had enough money to last him a lifetime. That was scary. How does he have that money?
That was surprising. But it's not a lot of money. He didn't have the greatest lifestyle in the world. He just had enough, I guess.
And personally, I wish he would just stop bringing up the fact that he's Italian. He keeps bringing that up.
Right.
You know
that's
what
why
was
he married
really
her.
funny? They said, how did you wind up with Bonnie Lee Bakley? He says, look, I'm a guy, and sometimes I get extremely lonely, and I'm still Italian.
Yeah. Well, he's an idiot.
You go to the jazz club, and you pick up a woman, and you take her home and have sex.
Yeah, you go to the jazz club. You know why you go to a jazz club? Because you have to be on heroin to bang Bonnie Lee Bakley.
Well, he said he wasn't proud of it, what he did, but I wasn't sure if he wasn't proud of it because it was her. Like, if it would have been Carmen Electra, would he have been prouder?
Yeah, I think so. Well, he says he used to go to the jazz club, pick up chicks, and bang them, and then never see them again.
That's right. He was never supposed to see her again. That was the problem.
He had the perfect life.
And then I said, you know what? When he says it's over and there's nothing left, I said, you're right, because here he was, Robert Blake, and at the end of his life, he's competing with Christian Brando.
Yeah, I know.
Bonnie Lee Bakley.
But a jazz club is appropriate because most of the chicks there are on heroin. You have to be on heroin even to bang Robert Blake. Right?
Well, yeah, she's trying. Christian Brando is a better catch than him.
Robin, did they do a DNA test? Is that absolutely his kid?
Yes, absolutely his kid.
Because at one point they said, how'd you know it was your kid? And he goes, I just held it and I knew.
He said when he married Bonnie Lee Bakley, it was in all the newspapers. I don't remember one newspaper announcing that.
I said, well, he is delusional because he thinks that all the guys she ripped off knew who she was because all of a sudden she was in the papers because of him.
I think it's funny watching him talk about his 2.5-year-old daughter when the guy's 70 years old.
Yeah. And he thinks, he keeps saying 12 years from now, like it'll make a difference 12 years from now.
He'll be dead anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, do you think Larry King watches that interview and goes, this man looks ridiculous with that 2-year-old child.
And that gray hair.
And that gray hair. It's ridiculous. All right, look, we got to take a break. I'll play the clips when we get back, and then we got a whole bunch of show for you, including talking to the black dude who snuck up on stage during the Foo Fighters acceptance speech at the Grammys, Fred Durst, John Hine from Jump the Shark. But first, these words. Are we going to listen to Robert Blake, or are we going to talk to Six, the man who went on stage with the Foo Fighters?
Oh, well, maybe we ought to talk to Six first, since,
Yeah, we're going to talk to Six. He's coming up in 2 seconds, Howard.
All right, thank you. My efficient staff has lined up my exclusive interview with Six.
Yeah, I think we're the first.
I believe the only ones who have interviewed Six.
I don't think anybody knows he wasn't a member of the Foo Fighters, but...
Exclusive. I thought he gave a speech to Dave Grohl. Six, is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
All right, Six, you're a black gentleman. How old a guy are we talking to?
25.
25 years old. How'd you get into the Grammys?
Oh, man, Grammys is like, it's almost like a basketball game. You got season ticket holders. And, I had a friend of mine who didn't want to use his tickets, and I got in there.
So this was a contact in the music industry?
Yeah.
Was he a celebrity?
Nah.
All right. And you said to your friend, I want to go to the Grammys. Did you bring a date?
Oh, I brought 2 of my friends.
2 dudes?
Yeah.
Are you straight or gay?
Oh, man, I'm straight.
All right, just trying to get a handle on who you were trying to impress here.
Nah, man. We do this all the time. We crashed the MTV. Well, I crashed the MTV Video Music Awards 2001. I went up on stage and said that I was the 5th member of Lady Marmalade after they won the Video of the Year.
That was you.
But no one ever knew.
Why didn't they know?
Because I blend in. I blend in. It's like timing, Howard. I blend in, and I just go up there and do my thing. If you play the part and you act like you're the part, you never know.
I had a thought for you. Why not just keep going with it? Why not become the 5th member of the Foo Fighters?
I know, right? I told him I'm going to be the affirmative action member of the Foo Fighters.
So you arrived to the Grammys with your friends.
Yeah.
Where's he sitting?
Oh, I'm sitting second row behind B.B. King.
I see. So
I wasn't supposed to be sitting there, but when I got, first of all, we weren't supposed to be on the red carpet, but we got there like maybe 7:57 or 7:58, and what we did was we saw a limo driver, and I'm like, I walk up and I'm like, what the hell are you doing? I'm supposed to be on the red carpet like right now. He's like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Get in, sir.
Oh my God!
Wow, look at how he's moving.
He brings me up to the red carpet, me and my buddies. So we get out, and we're like right behind Bootsy Collins.
Bootsy Collins making a spectacle of himself.
Right, yeah. So Bootsy already goes in, so we're like jotting down the red carpet, and we run into the gay dude. What's his name? He's on the Today Show, white dude with the stringy hair.
Oh, Matt Lauer?
No,
white dude, stringy hair. Matt hasn't.
I know, the guy who criticizes everyone's fashions.
Yeah, exactly.
The tall, skinny, gay dude.
Yeah. So we run up to him.
What's that guy's name, Robin?
John Paul Gaultier, is that who they
No.
But he's like interviewing me. He doesn't know who the hell I am. He's interviewing my friends. He's checking out my threads.
What's that guy's name, Fred?
I think it's like Stephen Coucher. I don't know his last name.
Droponopolis, something like that.
I've never seen this guy.
Yeah, you see him on Entertainment Tonight all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like a team of us. It's like maybe like 5 of us. And I got one guy. He acts like he's the crazy fan. Hey, let me get your autograph. Fix. Let me get your autograph. I got one guy who acts like he's like a crazy paparazzi.
Yeah, and they just assume you're some rap guy. Nobody knows these rap guys anyway.
Yeah, but do you hear what he's saying? He creates a whole thing around him like he's got something going on.
Yeah,
exactly.
Right.
So by the time I get in there, I'm like, I need to get to my seat right there immediately. And so they put me right there.
They put you right behind B.B. King.
But does anybody interview you on the red carpet?
Yeah, the fashion dude.
Oh.
I really wanted to get there to screw around with Joan Rivers, but we got there too late.
Right. So when they fashion dude's interviewing you, he just assumes you're like a rap guy.
No, I don't know. I thought he thought I was a move because I didn't dress like a rapper. I was in a sharp suit. Just I'm 6'3".
All right. So when you sit down, do you say to yourself, when the Foo Fighters win their award, I'll get up, or?
Yeah. How do you choose the band you do?
You know what? It's about timing because I started to go up when Robin Williams accepted and do the beatbox.
Right.
He would have played right into it, Howard.
Right.
But I didn't.
What would you have done as the beatbox? Let me hear some of that.
I'd have been like, That
would have been great.
And
Robin needed help.
Yeah, that would have made the show.
Dude, you're funny.
He would have played right into it, Howard, right?
What do you do for a living?
Oh, well, I'm an aspiring filmmaker. I do film. And I was always trying to, break it in this business because, like the record companies, they never, you send in your reel. And they're like, what have you done? You're like, well, hell, if you give me a chance, then maybe I could do one of your artists. But, like the record companies, man, they already have, they're in bed with these production companies, so you...
Well, you have to go out and create your own thing.
Yeah, man, so I had to create my own thing, man,
So that's crashing stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's going to get you any movies.
But why don't you make a film of you crashing stuff? That's what we did.
Well, the first one, we started crashing parties at first, going to, the Puff Daddy parties and Will Smith and crashing all of these parties getting in. So I said to myself, let's elevate it. So we were only really filming it for ourselves. A lot of us, like 2 of my dudes, they're in medical school. A couple of blue.
I would watch a movie of him crashing various events.
It could be good.
Yeah. So this one we taped in 2001. We taped of us getting ready and how we're going to do it. It's going to be funny, man.
All right, so take me through this. You get into the Grammys. You're sitting behind B.B. King.
Right.
You don't have a speech prepared to go up with the Foo Fighters. Your original thought is to go up behind Robin Williams.
Right.
And then you say, okay, for some reason that didn't feel right to you. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, yeah, it just wasn't the timing.
Wasn't the right time. So the Foo Fighters start to go up, and you don't have a speech prepared. You're sitting behind B.B. King, and you get inspired to honor B.B. King, right?
You know why, Howard? Because I think he's like one of the greatest, blues players. He's the real reason rhythm and blues probably really exists,
Yeah, but you got inspired because you were sitting behind him.
Well, no, because I was talking to him. I talked to him for a long time.
I see.
And he never really, he's just really getting his props, he didn't make a lot of money when he first started out.
All right, so the Foo Fighters, they announced the Foo Fighters are going to win, and then at that moment you go, "This looks good, I'm going."
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, "Oh, this is it."
So you see them getting up. Where are they sitting in relation to you?
They're I'm on the left, which would be stage right, and they're on my right.
So they're close by.
Kind of close by.
Right.
They're kind of on the aisle side of where I was sitting.
So they start to get up, and you quickly run out and join their posse.
I just jump up yes, and run up and join the posse.
You got all excited.
Exactly.
That's what
you got to do when you win an award.
Right. So you get up, and do your friends shake your hand and stuff?
Yeah, everyone's shaking my hand. They're like, yeah.
So then you go up, and are you the last guy on stage with the Foo Fighters?
I think I may be the third dude on the stage, really.
And none of the other Foo Fighters say a word. They figure maybe you're with the Grammys.
They don't know who I'm with.
All right. You get up there, Dave Grohl says his thing, and you move forward to the microphone, and you hail B.B. King.
Exactly.
Wow.
Now, what happens?
Amazing.
What now? Dave Grohl didn't appear to act confused. I thought you were with the band. I thought you were like...
No, because you know what, Howard? That's Hollywood. Everybody smiles and says hi. Then they go, well, who the hell was that later? You know?
Right. So now when
Dave Grohl even agreed with him after he said
exactly. But if you look at his face, he's looking like, who the hell is this dude? You know, like...
Now, do you ever feel bad that you're ruining their moment?
I don't feel... I mean, you know, I heard Fred Durst say about their... I let Dave speak. And now Dave, you know...
You let Dave say his thing.
You know, like, huh?
You let Dave say his thing. And personally, I thought your thoughts were a little more succinct and better. I think you should have just gone on and on.
Howard, I was the most exciting thing at the Grammys because they were so boring.
Right. So, okay, after you thanked B.B. King, which seemed only natural that a member of the Foo Fighters would, I guess they usher you backstage. At what point do people from the Grammys realize you're a crasher?
They never realized, Howard. They never realized until I called in.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think that anybody got.
No one.
So did you travel with the Foo Fighters to their next series of interviews?
No, listen. So I was going to go do press with them. And they're still looking among themselves like, yo, that was great what you said, you know, like, but they still looking like, you know, one guy's after the other, like, who is this dude, you know?
Who said what you said was great? The Foo Fighters?
Yeah, the Foo Fighters.
Yeah, he's talking to the members of the band.
But the publicist was like, who is this dude, right?
Yeah. Did you get a statue?
No.
No.
You know, when you get the Grammys, they take it right away from you. Right.
They send it to you later.
But it was crazy because I was going to go do press with them, but I had to pee really bad.
Right.
So I asked Dave Grohl, like, where's the bathroom? He was like, oh, it's that way. So, I go to the bathroom, and as I, finish the bathroom, as I'm walking in the hallway to go back to my seat, everyone's clapping.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they congratulated you.
He's a Foo Fighter.
You're a Foo Fighter.
You know what?
I didn't know there was a black guy in the Foo Fighters, and I was saying, I remember when Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young put out the Deja Vu album, all of a sudden on the cover there was a black guy. I wonder if it was this guy sneaking in there, but it was true. The guy played like a conga, and they let him on the album cover.
I'm the latest member, and you know what? We were talking to Puff Daddy, too, right?
Right.
And it was funny, like, we're like, talking to him. He really doesn't know who we are. He's kind of like not paying attention to us.
Nobody knows who you are.
He's making like little comments or whatever.
Well, he's got a posse.
Oh, is he taking everybody with him when he's doing this?
Yeah.
So he's, he's not really kind of talking. I mean, he's cool though. Puff is the greatest dude, yo. So when I go up, he turns around to my friend and goes, "Yeah, okay, yeah." Well,
so let me since we had to hit the button on you.
All right.
Puff Daddy turns around when you get up, and you've been talking to him all night. He goes, "Wow, your man is an effing Foo Fighter?"
Yeah.
Right.
And so that's why when they showed the camera, he was like, "Oh my God, I didn't know they had a black member."
It was funny because
now he's going to go buy their albums.
I've had the band on like 5 times, and I remember I'm watching the show, and I go, I don't think there's a black guy in the Foo Fighters, but there could be. Maybe they got a new guy. But you know what he did that I thought was the coolest thing, Howard?
What?
As soon as he hits the stage, he's acting like he belongs there. He hugs Fred Durst. He walks up to Fred Durst, hugged Fred, and Fred hugged him back with the biggest, congratulations, pat him on the back.
That's right.
That's great.
That's right. Well, Fred,
you know what?
Fred loves other musicians. Danny, go ahead. You're on the air with Six, who made his way into the Grammys and was up there. And congratulations, Six, on your Grammy.
Thank you, man.
Let's go to Danny.
How you doing, guys?
Hey.
What's up, man?
All right, listen, I think it's pretty funny what this guy did, but, if it was me up there, a white Italian guy from Queens, they would have been bashing my head into the concrete. I think what Artie said this morning about them being a little intimidated by a black guy. I think it was funny, but,
You know what?
I think a black guy gets away with it easier because, there's so many rappers. I even think within the rap community.
Even the R&B guys, you don't know one from the other.
You don't one from the other. So
he could have been a member of Boyz II Men. You wouldn't know.
Yeah, and every white band now seems to have a black guy hanging around with them. Even Eminem gets up 50 black guys.
Yeah, now, and plus you got to look the part now. If you don't look the part and you don't believe, we have a saying in our little crew. It's called keep it moving. If you hesitate, then you're caught.
That's right. That's right. No, you were very confident, so therefore...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and if you're confident, no one's going to second guess you, And the one thing that we do is, during the commercial breaks, I got up and I thanked all the security for being there. I thanked all the little people for being there. So when I went back to my seat, those guys are like, hey, man, this star just got off his pedestal and thanked me. He's the
He's the bomb. Yes, Dave, go ahead. You're on the air.
How does he get that second row seat if he's not supposed to be there? Doesn't the person who belongs to it show up?
Because when he came in off the red carpet and everyone was asking for his autograph, he comes into the room yelling, "Hey, I got to get right to a good seat."
But isn't that assigned to somebody?
No, they have. It's only so many stars. The rest of those seats are seat fillers.
Right.
So you make a seat filler get up.
He was a last-minute star. Dave, go ahead. You're on the air.
Hey, Six, the other day, I seen you come in LaGuardia, Delta Terminal, and I seen you walking with Gary Delabate, and his breath stunk like crap.
Oh, I wasn't at LaGuardia.
The guys,
that wasn't even funny.
He was trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Let's go to Dr. Gonzo. Dr. Gonzo, you're on the air.
Yeah, Howard, good morning.
Good morning.
I want to ask this nigger if he smokes crack.
What kind of comment is that? The guy's telling you how he got into the Grammys.
He's still a nigger.
6,
Hey, asking...
do you smoke crack?
Hey, do I smoke crack?
Yeah.
No, I'll lick my girl's crack, but I don't smoke crack.
All right, there you go. He likes crack, but a different kind of crack, a female crack. Sarah, go ahead.
Yeah, my boyfriend, he does the same things with his friends. He sneaks into the MTV Awards. And he's taking pictures with all of them, with Jennifer Lopez, Puff Daddy, right, sitting in the front.
The only thing is that I'm the greatest that ever done it, baby.
Yeah, your boyfriend doesn't get up to the stage.
He doesn't do what I do.
He hasn't gotten up to the stage. But he's a white guy. He's not a black guy, so...
It doesn't matter. You got to have the kahunas to do this, baby. And you have to have the confidence. And not only that, I'm the greatest that ever done it. They had this special on, I think it was VH1, where this guy was crashing his party. And me and my friends looked, and we're like, man, he's not greater than you. I'm the greatest. I did it twice. I just had 2 major
What are you saying, Arnie?
No, I'm saying he didn't only crash a party, he made an acceptance speech.
Yeah. No, he did it all. 6, congratulations on your latest Grammy.
And I'm going to tell you, Howard, and, a lot of people ask, well, did you ever get arrested? Or try to, do it. They don't do anything to you, but if I ever did, I mean, Brian McGonigal, Perry and McHugh is the biggest lawyers in Philadelphia. They're the ones that keep you out of jail. So.
Wouldn't it have been great if, Dave Grohl just beat the crap out of 6? Just started punching him and everything.
Well, he's a big guy. I don't think Dave could handle it.
I'm like 6'4", Howard.
I got to tell you, if I got an award, I don't know that if you were up there, I don't know if I'd be so calm as Dave Grohl was.
Well, when you were Fart Man, Metallica didn't appreciate it.
They kicked my ass. But I was supposed to be there, nevertheless.
Yeah, but you were upstaging them during their acceptance.
But you know what, Howard? I love when Baba Booey called in on the OJ thing. Oh, that was so funny, man.
Chris, go ahead. You're on with 6.
6, you are so black. It's unbelievable how you sneak in like every black man. No, I am serious. That's disgusting.
Oh, my God.
No, it's
Get over it. It's called affirmative action. It's called affirmative action.
Affirmative your butt.
It's called affirmative action. Get some affirmative action. See,
Mike,
don't play a hate, congratulate.
Mike, you're on the air.
I think this guy was great, and I think that the Foo Fighters should have given him an award after all the trouble he went through.
You believe 6 should get a Grammy anyway?
Yeah, he should, and then he should give it on to Gary for his horrible smelling breath.
All right, there you go. Melrose, go ahead.
Howard Melrose, I've got 6's speech.
All right, let's play 6's speech at the Grammys. Go ahead, Melrose.
And then later I'll have some gold with Robert Blake. We probably have that already.
Go ahead. Yeah, I got it all.
The end. You got to get to the very end.
Go ahead.
All right, here it is.
First of all, I'd really like to thank
Dave Grohl.
The person that saved this album and made it happen. His name's Nick Rafkulinik. He produced our album. He's the greatest rock producer around. And Nick, you made it happen. If it wasn't for you, we'd be screwed, man. So thank you very much, everybody. And rock would not be anything without B.B. King. Rock would be nothing without him. Thank you. I was going to say that.
Rock would be nothing without B.B. King. You kept it short and sweet.
That's right, man. B.B. King is the greatest,
Did you get to see B.B. afterwards?
Yeah, we took pictures and everything, Howard.
He loved it.
He loved it.
Now, he thinks the Foo Fighters congratulated him from the stage.
Well, he didn't know who I was, man.
He didn't care.
He didn't care, but he gave me like a little guitar stringy thing and play the guitar. He was the greatest, man.
Yeah.
We've crashed so many parties, and there's a lot of celebrities. I don't
Nobody
care
ever
for.
congratulates B.B. King. Tony, you're on the air.
Yeah, how you doing, Jay? Listen, how easy would it be for the terrorists to come in there and do that if a dumb spook like this can do it? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
what kind of security you got there for this Moulignard?
Well, first of all, you idiot.
Now, listen, I'm kidding around with you, pal. They're called jokes. You ever hear of
Number one, you gotta have tickets. And if you don't have tickets...
Moulignon is a joke. Okay?
They should have did a speech that thing on Artie's nose.
You know what I mean?
They're called jokes.
Yeah, no, the Moulignon wasn't a joke. All right.
The thing about it is, we didn't sneak in. We already had tickets. You gotta have that to get past the door.
The terrorists can't get tickets.
We just wasn't sitting where we were supposed to sit.
Right. Scott, you're on the air.
Idiot.
Yo, Howard.
Yes.
This guy is the new king of all blacks, man. He is the best.
All right, there you go. You got a lot of fans now. You're winning people over there.
That's what's up, man. Howard, you gotta have me come on the show and be a judge or something, man.
Yeah, evidently we do. Stewie, what's up?
Stewie, this guy is a spook.
Stewie, what's wrong with your voice?
Because I'm sick and I'm laying in bed and my ass is hurting.
Well, if you have Bubba to stop pounding on it, you be all right.
Well, one last call for you, Six, and then we're done with this. Pat, go ahead.
Hey, I saw this guy on the news in Philly, and he said he was a producer for the Foo Fighters. You were on the news. You're in the store you bought the suit from.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You're supposed to do that.
You're a liar, man.
Look. You're supposed to do that when you're doing your own show, you idiot.
All right. Six, let me tell you, you've done it.
Yeah.
And you were on the Grammys.
Can't wait for the movie.
Can't wait to see your movie. I'm actually looking forward to it. Dave, you have the last word. Go ahead, Dave.
6 degrees films, man.
6 degrees. Dave, what do you want to say?
Yeah, Six. I was wondering, could you ever help Gary's breath from Stop Stinking Like Crap?
Oh, my goodness. Hey, anyway. Hey, listen.
Tell them don't play. Hey, congratulate, man. Gary, all of y'all are bomb,
what's your next plan? Where are you going to sneak into next?
Oh, man, it's a secret. I'm going to tell you, Howard, but it's a secret, man, but it's going to do it big. The next one I'm going to do, it's going to be the Joe Boxer commercial, man. I'm going to really tear the house down with that.
You're going to sneak into the Joe Boxer commercial?
No, I said the next one that I'm going to do, we're going to parody the Joe Boxer commercial while I'm on stage jumping up and down in my boxes.
I see. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much, Six.
All right, I'm coming on as a judge, man.
Thank you, brother.
6 degrees films. Peace.
Peace out.
You'll have to crash.
Here's your man, Six, Robin. Your boyfriend. That's really Mr. X. We didn't want to say anything.
That's what he's doing when I'm busy here working.
That's why he had to wear a mask on our show.
We should hire that one guy as a joke writer who came up with the line, "Hey, you Moulignon."
And Moulignon. Those are jokes.
They're called jokes, pal. Relax, all right?
That's some joke.
Where's he working, that guy?
I know a guy used to lynch people, but he said, it's just a joke.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Just kidding.
Robert Blake. In no particular order that I know of, but what's the diff?
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah.
He's good no matter what he's talking about.
My theory on Robert Blake is he's one of those guys, he's 70 years old, he's still crying about his mother took away his, he's got problems with his childhood being taken away. Another Michael Jackson kind of rap.
Yeah, but it's, that's really, you got to get over.
And he's looking for anyone to be his mommy, even his 2.5-year-old kid. Because he says to his 2.5-year-old kid, you know who your daddy is, man? Your daddy's a man whose toys were taken away from him when he was a little boy, whose mother wouldn't touch him. And it's like, you know what? Don't tell that to your kid. Be a man.
Yeah, stop scaring the child.
Tell the child that you're the man who loves her. You stupid freak.
Think about her for a moment.
Yeah. Get over it. Get over it. Move on. Be the adult. 2 seconds. Be the adult. What happened to his plastic surgery? What do you mean? You go to jail, and if you freak out or get, in a weird thing, your plastic surgery just falls apart?
Yeah, and especially since he's lost all the weight. I guess his skin just sagged.
He needs a refund. That's not fair. Your plastic surgery...
Does it come with a guarantee of time?
Yeah, your plastic surgery shouldn't disappear just because you're in trouble. What is that?
No kidding.
She was pretty. What I used to do...
What are you on, dude? You must have been on heroin. She was pretty. He had a great life going.
Yeah, no kidding.
You know, he was real old school, though. He didn't use protection.
Yeah, none of these guys do. I gotta feel everything, you know? She's a little dried up.
Hey, I'm Italian. I gotta feel everything.
Yeah, I don't think I could have worked my way with a rubber.
Don't these guys, if they're doing one-nighters, aren't they afraid of disease?
Yeah, doesn't he know there's AIDS out there? Why isn't he gloving up?
Because it's abroad.
Hey, what am I, a homo?
You and Robin he wasn't talking much, right?
Yeah.
So you know how sometimes when you guys start to have a conversation for someone else,
yeah,
you're like, oh, I bet Robert doesn't even care about that. Robert goes, well, he might care about that. You were going back and forth. He got pissed off that you were talking for him, and he got his veins on the side of his head started popping out.
Yeah, I'm lucky he didn't cap me.
You know, he was pissed.
Absolutely.
Hey, you're good thing I forgot my gun in a restaurant.
Yeah. By the way, did they ever find the gun he left in the restaurant?
I don't know.
No, they recovered another gun in a nearby dumpster.
In the dumpster they found a gun, but not at the restaurant.
Did you just ask me a question you knew the answer to?
Yeah.
You are so you could have corrected me. She just asked me a question she knew the answer to. She likes to do that.
Yeah, but Robin didn't plan on me knowing it.
Your plan was foiled.
Foiled again.
Hey!
Artie
I'm Andrew Dice Blake.
What am I, a jerk off?
Oh,
well, that's why Dominic was saying yesterday, this is the worst thing he could possibly do. Even if he's not talking about the specifics of the case, there could be discrepancies like this that show up that put his testimony in question.
That's why any good lawyer will tell you, don't do an interview. That's all.
The less you say, the better.
You know what scares me?
What?
Nothing. I'll tell you what scares me. You, dude.
Looking in the mirror?
You know what scares me? I got no hair dye. We're talking to this chick from Court TV, and we're trying to figure out how come Phil Spector is out on bail and Robert Blake can't get bail. So it's explained to us that the reason Robert Blake is still in jail is because he's accused of premeditated murder. It's called lying in wait. And when you're accused of premeditated murder, they lock you up in jail because you're a bad flight risk. You're probably...
Well, you could get the death penalty,
right.
And who's going to stay around for that?
Exactly. And Phil Spector's crime was a crime of passion, where he just went off all of a sudden and shot someone. And he gets bail because he probably wouldn't get the death penalty.
There's no question he won't get the death penalty. He'd never be charged with an offense for the death penalty.
But then I started thinking later in the day, I'm thinking about that answer. I go, I would rather have Robert Blake out on bail than Phil Spector. Phil Spector's so crazy, he just goes around shooting people.
Right. He's a danger to everybody.
He's a danger to everyone. Robert Blake just wanted to bump off one chick who was being a pain in the ass.
He's only dangerous to a dead person.
That's it. He's not going to hurt anyone else.
Blake was thinking kind of logically.
Yeah. I mean, there was some logic to his horrible crime.
It's really screwed up.
It is. I just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah.
I'm a professor of the absurd. The woman yesterday was from Celebrity Justice, by the way. I don't know what I just said. Court TV, I said.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Pat LaLama was her name?
Pat LaLabia. Pat LaLama. Hey, Pat my llama, Robin.
Pat my llama.
Hey, Pat my llama.
Oh.
I'm Andrew Dice Blake.
He didn't do himself any good.
If he just sat quietly like O.J. did at his trial, the jury might say, you know what, he's a nice old man. Once they watch this, you're going to be scared out of their brains.
In fact, they said to him, I got to have him pull the tape where he says he liked having the gun.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he liked holding, carrying it and walking around.
Well, you know what this interview does is, even if they find out he didn't kill her, you should still keep him locked up.
That's right.
Dominic, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the worst, how bad is this?
A 50.
A 50. 50.
That's bad.
A 50.
Really, even though you're playing clips, if you remember the Joey Buttafuoco sentencing when you went moment by moment, you really have to take it from the beginning. His first line to Barbara Walters is "Hi, sweetheart."
That's what I said. He was so happy to see anything female.
Well, isn't he the guy who they said some bird was in the prison and he got a couple of the feathers and now he sleeps with the feathers? This guy hasn't had any contact with any women for a year.
Said he made friends with a pigeon.
And he banged Bonnie Lee Blakely, so to him, Barbara Walters is Pamela Anderson.
She's hot.
Give me a sweetheart.
Well, you also in the tape he says why he would go out at night and sleep with women. He says, "Well, look, I'm Italian."
Yeah, great.
He played that one. That's the reason for that. He's still Italian.
Give me a sweetheart.
So now, when he testifies at the trial, if he ever did, he has to be afraid that this will be played for the jury, or worse, if he doesn't testify, the jury will have this in their mind.
Right.
And what juror is going to say, "Oh, I didn't watch this"?
Yeah.
Yeah, he screwed himself good, but I'm happy. I mean,
It's fun for us.
I don't want anybody out who does this kind of stuff.
Yeah, he has a passion for this gun, and he's obsessed with this child, and he tells you why. It's really amazing. Because of his own childhood and how he gets abused.
I think I got all that.
Yeah, now D4 is the one about his childhood.
How he's obsessed.
All right, thanks, Dominic.
You know what was interesting, Howard, also...
Boo-hoo. Guess what? Get on the line.
He had a very odd career. You know, they documented his career. He was a kid actor, and then when he turned like 16, nobody was interested in him because he got older. And he didn't
Tell
have
to Jerry Mathers.
He didn't have any parts for 20 years until he got In Cold Blood. He was 37.
Yeah.
Then he gets that.
Yeah.
Then he gets
because someone owes him a living?
Then he gets a couple little crappy parts, and then he gets Beretta, which he has for a while. Then he doesn't work for another decade. Then he gets the John List story, and that's the last thing he ever did, which was like 1992.
Good.
He was like on 5 years, off 20.
And we should all pay for that.
How many child stars don't have that history?
Yeah, no, he got a great break.
You take Beretta out of the equation, and this doesn't even make the back page of the paper.
Well, and the other funny thing is they kept showing clips of Beretta last night, and you realize just how bad that show was.
Yeah, don't show those. Do me a favor, Barbara. Don't show the clips.
They're killing me. That's what he's talking about. They're ruining him.
But he's making it out like he was some great actor. I mean, that show was awful.
I had done a couple of jobs.
He's eating his candy bars.
He's eating the candy bars.
Barbara, you think you got a few more candy bars? John Hine is here from JumpTheShark.com. He's got a book out now. An audio cassette. Jump the Shark, it's called. It's available in stores. Boy, this has worked into a whole thing for you, bro.
It's been great. Yeah.
All off Jump the Shark.
All because a lot of people like to talk about when the moments that different things go bad.
Yep. God knows we talk about it for a living. Fred Durst improved his lot with getting Britney Spears, right? He didn't jump the shark with that.
I don't think Fred could ever jump the shark after that. I mean, that's just...
It's awesome.
He's good. He's golden, right?
Yeah, he's got a preserver or something. I don't know. Like, unreal.
Impressive. Anna, what's up? You're on the air.
Not impressed with the Scores women.
Of course you're not. You're a girl.
No, listen.
Any girl I've ever taken to Scores goes, I'm not impressed with the dancers at Scores. They're so gross. There isn't a woman on the planet that doesn't say that.
Listen, I appreciate women, beautiful women especially. But they were like, I expected flawless, and they weren't.
Honey, first of all, they're strippers.
Okay.
What woman impresses you?
A woman that strips that looks beautiful. Like, I expect them to be beautiful.
The women over there are the best-looking strippers I've ever seen, but they're still strippers. You're not going to get...
You don't think you have better in Jersey?
You're not going to get Carmen Electra to be a stripper. You're going to get a stripper, but they're the best-looking strippers. And no woman's going to walk into a strip club and go, "Oh, they're such gorgeous women."
I've seen better in Jersey right now. I'm telling you right now. I've seen better in Jersey.
Okay, go to Jersey. What can I tell you? Listen, I'm not on the Scores PR bandwagon. I'm just telling you what I've seen from my experience.
Right.
And those chicks are hot.
Well, no, okay.
They're stripper hot.
One with like little pigtails and long hair. That was cute. Little schoolgirl look. That was cute.
So now someone's cute.
Yes, that was cute, but it wasn't hot.
All right. Well, I disagree. You're not a man. You don't have a penis.
I've seen chicks at Scores who I'd put in Carmen Electra's league, at least.
Yep.
We've seen girls who could pass for Pam Anderson come in here who worked at Scores.
They're all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're doing fine over there.
Well, I'd say they're doing good, but they're not, like, I just found them to be not as hot as they
All right, thank you. We hear what you're saying.
Okay.
Interesting point. Jersey has better strippers.
Jersey has a lot of fine strip clubs, I must say, but
They do?
Scores is the king.
I went to a strip club in Jersey. It was unbelievable.
You're
Years
talking
ago.
about Al's?
No, not Al's Diamond Cabaret is all naked, but you can't drink alcohol. You can drink alcohol, but you got to bring your
it
own
in
alcohol.
yourself.
But I got to tell you that I went to one strip club in Jersey where there was a little back room there. I was just afraid to go there in case there was a camera. But I think I would have been around the world, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It was cool. You were there with me
I was?
when we were on that bus.
That place?
And remember the chicks have a closed booth?
Yeah,
And they get
I
up on
walked
the-
out.
It was like being in Britney Spears' living room. And I was Fred
I had
Durst.
to leave, yes.
I'm telling you right now, it was hot.
Those girls were very aggressive.
Joanne, go ahead.
Hey, Howard.
Okay.
Hello, Howard.
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm doing great.
Listen, saw you on TV, one of those entertainment night shows. Saw you with your girl.
Thank you.
They're pressuring you to marry her. Don't listen to that.
They weren't pressing me
You
to
guys
marry.
are happy. No, well, they keep asking you. When are you guys, tying a knot? You've been with her 3 years.
One reporter said, "Are you going to tie the knot?" I said, "No."
Well, I'm glad. That's what you should say.
Okay, thank you. A strange woman.
It's a little nutty.
They keep pressing.
2 strange women in a row.
Yeah, I know. 2 strange women. But no, this reporter came up and said, "Are you going to get married?" I said, "No, we're having a great time. There's no reason to be
I
married."
wasn't trying to force you.
No, he didn't. He didn't like bring a rabbi out and say, "Okay, let's do it now."
Muzzle tough.
That's a good reality show. Just go on the red carpet with a rabbi or a priest
and
marry
try
celebrities.
To make people get married.
Come on, right now, let's do it.
Let's do it, guys. Come on. You look
What do
so
you
happy.
need? A minister? I got that too.
Somehow I think that last caller hangs out at jazz clubs waiting for Robert Blake. Yeah, what I like to do is inject my heroin and then date Robert Blake. Hangs out at jazz clubs and bangs chicks. By the way, I don't believe a minute of that. I don't think he went to jazz clubs and had a different chick every night. I can't accept Robert Blake was getting that kind of poontang.
Well, when they're Bonnie Lee Bakley
true.
quality.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. It's not like he was pulling like great poontang.
Hey, John, before I ask you a couple of questions, this is kind of funny. The WWE has a new character they introduced. I got a tape of it. He's a wrestler with Tourette's.
What?
Yeah. This is good.
What are they doing over at the WWE?
It's funny. Hey, Gary, how do I play this? He left me hanging. All right. Help me out here, brother. I don't know how to work this VCR. I mean, there's just no way I can work it. I've turned it to my father. I can't work this VCR. Alias. I'm not watching it, but people are, right?
I love that show.
The thing about Alias, they had the the vaunted post-Super Bowl
That
slot,
wasn't great, yeah.
and they decided to totally change the entire storyline of the show. I mean, literally, the main characters got together, Vaughn and Sidney, and the bad guys, if you will, the Alliance, which is like, I guess, Chaos on Get Smart or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
They knocked it out in about 5 minutes.
Right.
And
they've been fighting it for years, and now it's gone.
it's like,
that.
why don't we do this? They're gone. I mean, it literally happened like that.
So in other words, what you're saying is whenever they give you a special time slot, a special alias after the Super Bowl, they choke and change the whole show around, and it always ends up blowing.
You know, in this case, I think it happened because Alias was touted as the best show nobody's watching, which is another sign it's probably going to jump when you get that title.
Right.
And they also had one of the characters become an evil twin of herself and shoot, and at that point...
Evil twin means it's bad.
Evil twin is
That's
just
the kiss
a
of death.
disaster.
Life with Bonnie's still on the air?
Yeah. Improv. I don't get that. Like, you're watching the sitcom, what do you care that it's all improv?
Right.
You know what I mean? And
why does that affect you?
I mean, you're watching the same product regardless. But they had Robin Williams on as a special guest star.
Oh, no improving?
So that pretty much sealed the deal for that show.
He just wouldn't shut up.
A la the Grammys, he just wasn't there.
He has Tourette's like that wrestler.
He just needs the makeup.
Right. What's your assessment of the Michael Jackson special? Give me that rap.
Which one? I mean, the first one was great because it was a look that you never got. And,
the Bashir one.
Yeah.
That was great,
It was great television. But, the next three, and I mean, NBC basically got screwed because they had to put one on a week and a half later and there was nothing there. And the Maury Povich one was just funny. I mean, it was so bad.
It was so
funny.
bad.
But Michael Jackson, when you think about it, he got what he wanted. He's in the limelight again, and that's really what he seems to be all about.
So the special, in a sense, got him out of the jump the shark territory and got him back into the limelight.
Well, I think Michael Jackson jumped the shark when he kicked Wesley Snipes' ass in the Bad video however long ago.
That was the end of it.
So for me,
nobody
anyway,
believed it, right.
He has not been the same since.
That's right. Now, what about Will and Grace?
Special guest stars. I mean, they had Demi Moore, who was okay, as a babysitter.
Right.
And they had Minnie Driver, and I don't know, but to me, she's not like a special... Like, when I think special guest star, I think event kind of thing.
Right. Demi Moore is a special guest.
Exactly.
Minnie Driver is not.
Right. Plus, Grace got married to Harry Connick Jr., and the show, it's Will and Grace and Jack and Karen and Leo, and it's just...
So it's all over now.
Right.
The initial point of the show is gone, and they've jumped the shark.
Absolutely.
Lots of times weddings will do that, too.
Any wedding.
Yeah.
And...
What do you think of Smallville? Now, I liked Christopher Reeve. Now, here they had a special guest, Christopher Reeve. It smelled of disaster, and yet it was a good episode, and son of a bitch, Christopher Reeve did a good job.
I was all revved up for that. I figured it would be an absolute train wreck. But this season has been better. I mean, they've gotten out of the here's a villain, same kind of story a little bit.
Right, it's getting good.
And I watched it, and I was like, this isn't bad, but I waited for Christopher, and he was great. I mean, he really did a good job. The Superman music was a great little touch, I thought.
I thought that was nice.
You know?
Isn't he a better actor in the wheelchair than he was actually when he had the ability to move?
You know, he moved his head a little bit, and he actually reacted. And the promo at the end, he was funny.
He was good.
Joking around.
But all that being said, he's doing a shot on The Practice. He's doing another special guest star appearance, and I think that
will jump the shark.
I don't see his relating to The Practice as well as Smallville.
He's jumping the shark is what's happening.
Right. Let's see about Smallville. Here's a little clip.
I've always wondered what happened to that child. Did he survive the journey? If he lived among us?
You know, I was amazed that Christopher Reeve could memorize so much dialogue, and I realized he still has his memory.
What else does he have to do?
I guess, yeah. I know, like, who holds the book for him when he's memorizing the dialogue? I was filled with questions after watching this thing. So, I don't know. Maybe there'll be a reoccurring character here, I think, on Smallville with Christopher Reeve, don't you?
He was great. He moved. I mean, he really moved the story along as well in a good way.
And he moved his head pretty good, too.
I thought that was great. I was like, wow, he can move his head.
And eyebrows. He emotes from his eyes.
A lot of facial movement, but that he could actually turn his head was surprising.
Very impressive.
And then 3 days ago, I saw the symbol for hope.
Boy, he doesn't give up. I think if that accident happened to me, I would just hide in my house.
Yeah.
He's right out there, man. This dude will do anything.
And I love the special effects where he just had to talk to the computer.
Yes.
Second screen.
Second screen. Any chance he's faking this whole thing because his career was in the dumper?
It's been good for him.
He'd be a genius if he thought of that. That would be great. Mike, go ahead.
Yeah, 2 questions. John, do you think that the show The Shield, has that jumped the shark yet? And Howard, don't you think Robin's about a cheeseburger away from crapping in a bathtub?
From what?
Crapping in a bathtub.
Cheeseburger away. Are you a cheeseburger away from crapping in a bathtub?
No.
What's that mean?
He thinks I'm fat.
That means you're fat?
I guess so.
So why doesn't he just say, I think you're fat?
He wanted to be humorous.
All right. Did that guy just jump the shark with his question to Rob? What about The Shield?
That's a good show. I don't think it's jumped yet. I think Mac, he's great. I mean, the commission is fantastic on that show.
Didn't that show jump the shark when it agreed to be on FX? No one sees it?
Well, that's the thing. They got to improve its audience a little bit. But anytime like somebody wins an Emmy for that, you got to worry because they get the awards, it gets their head. But still a good show, worth watching.
Okay, Marie, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard. I think Friends has terribly jumped the shark. It should be annoying Friends.
Yeah, you know, I still watch it, so...
I do too, but...
So is it fair to say a show jumped the shark if you still watch it? But I do think it's gotten worse this season.
It has, and there's been a lot of Phoebe, which has been a problem.
Too much Phoebe, and too much everyone over the top.
Well, I think when a show jumps, like when Happy Days, when Fonzie jumped the shark, the show was still on for years after and did very well in the ratings, so it doesn't mean it's going to disappear.
So his Friends jumped the shark?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you think Friends is as good as it was beforehand? I think the obvious answer there is no.
Right.
And they're sort of playing it out, and you can't blame them for that money to keep coming back and doing it again.
I'm glad they do it.
And NBC really has nothing behind it, so it's going to keep coming back. But yes, I do think Friends has jumped the shark.
What about Star Search?
It started by jumping the shark.
Oh, God.
Sure.
Talk to me about your feelings on that.
On Star Search?
Yeah.
Well, they bring it back, obviously with the American Idol thing, and then, Arsenio hosting,
bad news.
What are they thinking?
Right.
What are they thinking?
We thought he was gone. We made an agreement with the devil to get rid of Arsenio Hall, and somehow he got back.
And he's back, and he's horrible, and that show, again, it's trying to be something that it can't be.
It reminds you how bad the Arsenio show was, because now that he has a little success, I guess the show does okay, he just won't shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it first came on, he was pretty quiet, but the moment it got ratings, he started telling jokes and doing monologues and doing all kinds of things.
I'm waiting for the title to become Star Search featuring Arsenio Hall, and then you'll know.
All right. What about Joe Millionaire? Did that jump the shark?
A lot of people on the site think it jumped the episode before the finale when nothing happened and everybody was all pissed off.
I agree with that.
But actually, the finale did unbelievably well. I thought the surprise twist was kind of lame.
Right.
But I read today they're going to do a second one, and I have no clue how they're going to do that.
They say they figured out a way to do Joe Millionaire 2 and still keep it fresh.
That's what I heard, and I can't imagine how they're going to do that.
Don't you think anybody who goes on a show like that now, in the back of their mind is going to be like, well, what's the twist? You know what I mean? Because it's already been done.
That's right. That's what I'm saying. What about The Bachelorette? Did that jump the shark ever, or was that a good reality show?
I thought The Bachelorette was okay for what it was.
Right.
I wasn't particularly interested in it, but I think The Bachelor as a series jumped with this again the second time through. That guy Aaron and Helene. It wasn't as compelling as the first time, and now with them breaking up and trying to make a story out of that, it just comes up short.
What about Survivors? It's still good.
Survivor's amazing because, I mean, it's the 6th season, and they're really doing the same thing, just switching up a little bit, and the guys versus girls is a good idea.
It's good. I like it this year.
But the problem with Survivor, again, I think, is that everyone on the show wants to be a celebrity, wants to be noticed versus winning the million or whatever it might be.
Right. It's more important to them.
But it's still enjoyable to watch.
Shouldn't they up the amount to $5 million, and then therefore people would really play the game?
I think so.
And certainly CBS can afford it.
If they raise the stakes, that would be a great idea.
Yeah, isn't there some show now that's going to make somebody a billionaire?
Billion.
So certainly they can find a few more million.
A few more shekels. And did Stuttering John jump the shark with his show?
That show is just a train wreck. I mean, 15, not because of John, 15 straight nights. And Let's Go Live, and they're sitting there
doing nothing.
Who cares,
Not only that, it's pointless. They kicked Robin Leach up, but you don't know why he was kicked. Why, but what did he do wrong?
I mean, I like the Fear Factor-esque trials. Those are like when Alana Stewart put her head in next to that possum. I thought that was great.
But what does she have to lose? Look at her face. Dan, you're on the air. Dan?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
First of all right. People calling in busting on Robin sucks.
That's right.
First of all, she's nowhere near being fat. She's gorgeous. Second of all these people saying stuff like about her being black. Who gives a rat's ass? None but like trash, inbred hicks who are ignorant to everything. Also,
aren't you related to Robert Blake? Admit it. All right. He's one of your fans, Robin. Doesn't like him
my
ever.
one fan, apparently.
Yeah.
I swear on my eyes.
What about the Osbournes? Is that still good? I told them I still am interested in it. I had Sharon and Jack on. I still watch the show.
I think the show is still enjoyable, but I think that after the success of the first one, I mean, it's totally overexposed. That's kind of calmed down, but like at Bush at the dinner acknowledging Ozzy.
Yeah.
Think about that. Bush is acknowledging Ozzy, and I think Kelly's singing career is. Granted, she's trying to make the most of it, but
it's jumping the shark.
I think so, but again, they really don't care, which makes it even better.
Did Sharon's cancer jump the shark?
Apparently so. Apparently she's doing a lot better.
Okay, there you go.
But the talk show, we'll have to see.
All right, so these are the shows. These are the shows that the networks are relying on, and only 2 of them, you say, have not jumped the shark.
It's been a bad season.
That's right. Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Buffy jumped.
It jumped.
I think
when?
Either with the musical or...
right.
I mean, that was pretty brutal. And now, she's leaving, of course. I read today. Buffy is no more. Mm-hmm. And Ashanti is the special guest star this season to go on a date with Xander. And come on.
And that was really bad. She was really bad.
Yeah.
Would you sit at home and watch TV all day and night?
TiVo is very good.
Your best friend. You have to watch everything.
Actually, with the site, people email at 8:58 and be like, "You're not going to believe what happened. You have to check this out," and so I can get it that way.
All right. So you don't watch everything. It's really up to the fans to decide.
A little bit of both.
All right. Well, Jump the Shark.
Does he make his entire living from Jump the Shark now?
Yeah. Right?
No.
Oh, you don't?
So you do have another job?
Yeah. I do.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What's the other job?
I'm a CIO for a staffing company, Lloyd Staffing.
I wonder what a CIO is.
Chief Information Officer, head geek.
Look at you. For a what kind of company?
Staffing.
A staffing company?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you jumped the shark letting that one.
I should have answered, right?
What is a staffing company?
It gets people, let's say you need to hire a data entry person or an accountant or whatever it might be. You call this place, they send the people to staffing company.
Oh, okay.
Is it like a temporary thing, or is it...
You're like a headhunter.
Temporary both.
Like a headhunter.
It's a headhunter for the company, but I run the computers and stuff like that.
Oh, you poor bastard.
Howard,
I had no idea you were doing that.
It's the funniest thing. I hang out with John from time to time, so we'll be out, and John will just come out of a meeting, for his, Jump the Shark being turned to a board game.
Yeah.
We're having a meeting, and then 2 seconds later, I get a phone call. I was like, I just lost an employee. I got to go restaff.
Nice.
I was like, well, which world are you in?